And the other part that was the story tonight was the equalizer point. It was really close throughout the whole game, and you saw so many more trick plays coming out there. Like, what does that mean from your perspective, seeing the equalizer point?
Yeah, the party animals, Josh, party animals this season averaged 9 trick plays per game, just a shade below 9, I believe. And then, so 8, they're right about 8, and the tailgaters are right in that 5 range. And so 13 combined. Tonight we had over 20 combined trick plays for these two teams. The equalizer point is going to grow that category so much as you see both these squads and every squad of the 6 teams next year start to vie for that extra point. And, it was a topic of conversation amongst the entire front office of, do we open it up to both teams? Is there an opportunity for the home team to have an extra point and the visiting team? But because of the opportunities, think about, you've got an Andy Cosgrove walk-off home run or Armando Becerra walk-off home run. I mean, that changes the way that a defense can accumulate trick plays. It hurts the visiting team when you get walked off because you have less opportunities for outs. At the same time, the tailgaters had multi-trick play outs tonight, and that showed a lot of promise. I think the equalizer is the future of the sport, and you saw it in action today.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I was really impressed with is, the guys knew that they needed to catch up with trick plays, and so they were trying those double trick plays. I think it was the top of the 6th where the Party Animals took control of the trick play count because they had 4 trick plays in one inning, which is just crazy because of those double trick plays.
Yeah, that is, you're going to see that a ton over the course of the rest of this week. I think going into next weekend. And you saw it from the Firefighters yesterday. They were fighting for that in the 8th inning against the Bananas. And lo and behold, it would have won them the game 2-0. They didn't even need it in the end, but they still wanted it so badly to give extra insurance for Ben Dum. So it changes the sport. It's an addition to our 11 rules that is going to keep it. And look, we haven't been told that it's a rule for the rest of time. Jesse Cole talks a lot about test. What can we do that's new and see if it works? And you learn by trying. We're trying something new. And in my opinion, I think it works really well. We've seen it up the intensity, but at the same time, up the intensity and not change the final score of the game. It is not. Yeah. Both these nights, the equalizer has not been earned. And I believe it's 83% of the time you're going to see the home team win the trick play battle because they have so many more opportunities. That's a massive stat that goes into why the visiting team will have the opportunity to win the point instead of the home team. And thought tonight and last night, you saw it, why it could have that equalizer point could have a bright future in the sport.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we've kind of talked about is like, I think that it's going to come next year. Like, just, if anything, this test, I will say, was a success. Like, as fans watching this game, we're sitting there watching the game. Hey, how many trick plays? What's the standing at? Oh my gosh, like every trick play matters so much more. It's so much more exciting, and it really like draws you in even further throughout the whole game. So
yeah, no doubt. I think that was it's got to be one of the storylines for the rest of this postseason. And Garrett Toledo should be storyline number 1 from tonight, but the trick plays are up there, and I thought that it was masterful. Speaking of masterful, how good was Brett Loftus? I mean, that guy is just top notch, right? Come on.
Oh yeah, it was great, and we really appreciated him on yesterday on our live stream. It was super fun having that conversation with him. You guys are so good at what you do.
I don't mean to be the interviewer now, but what did you think of our Gene Steratore-esque Josh Talevsky being the third headset on what? So we came to peel back the curtain a bit. We came into the game tonight understanding last night there weren't really many rules distinctions. We weren't going to need a Steratore type if we had a similar game this evening. We had multiple moments tonight where we had to bring in, Josh Talevsky to make a ruling. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, I thought that was awesome, especially with that Jason Swan push-up. Like that was you didn't know if it was a trick play or not, so it was really helpful to have him on there and make that. It was cool to hear his thought process real time of like, okay, we haven't seen that before. Is this a trick play? Is it not? And so, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Josh, they're saying it was cool to hear your thought process real time. They really like Josh nodding his head over here finishing his game book. So did you guys think the Swan play was a trick play?
If I had to choose, I would probably lean slightly trick play. Like I watched it back and seeing him catch it and then tumble over perfectly into 2 push-ups to then flip it over. If anything, it was absolutely masterful. But it was really close. I could see it both ways.
I've been going back and forth in my head because it definitely made the play more difficult because he did 2 push-ups there, and
like
the play at the base there was really close. But then you have to like, okay, but if someone does like a dance before throwing, or like does like some sort of other move that just slows down the play, is that a trick play? I don't think so. So like that's where I lean no, because it just was a something that slowed down the play instead of actually like part of the play.
So we've got Quinn Kreller in here, who runs the Banana Ball social media accounts, as well as Chris Sachi, who's Banana Ball savant and expert, runs the Banana Ball YouTube channel. And that was kind of their thought. It reminded these guys of KJ catch the ball backflip. And it's like, okay, a lot of flair there. But if you're doing something with flair before or after a play is completed, or doesn't actually assist you in making the play, that's where it gets a little gray area. But love the thoughts of 2 guys. Here's Josh Talevsky. Hold on. Let's give Josh Talevsky.
Hey!
Good. They should have you, Josh.
They've got me? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to trust the process here. The easiest explanation in terms of the push-ups is, what did the push-ups have to do with the play? It was fielded a very normal way. Then the flip comes in a normal way. The push-ups really had nothing to do with the play. Meanwhile, when you transition a ball under your legs, between your legs, it has to do with the play itself. Otherwise, it's just kind of added flair. And I think that's the easiest explanation for what we saw with Jason Swan tonight. All right, I'll turn it back over to Josh.
Give it up for Josh Talevsky. Thanks, Joshy. That's good stuff, guys. That's good stuff right there. That was free for you. You can keep that as long as you want. Josh Talevsky in real time.
Thank you so much.